Okay, this is the first online lecture, first video lecture, the first part for Unit 9, so I'll send it to you in several parts. So this is Unit 9, first part. So Unit 9, we learn two new rules. It's the last two rules of our system of sentential logic. So this unit completes the section 789, Unit 789, which are proofs in sentential logic. Of course, after this lecture, you'll have the exam on Units 7 to 9, that is proofs in sentential logic. After that exam, exam 2, we start our new system of logic. Sentential logic we've been doing Units 1 through Unit 9, right? That's all the same thing. We did Units 1 to 5, 1 to 6, that was up to the first exam, that was truth tables for sentential logic, truth table proofs for an argument's validity. Now we're doing proofs for the same sentential logic. After Unit 10 we do predicate logic, also called quantificational logic, different system of logic. So we'll start that with Unit 10 after the second exam. Okay, so Unit 7, 8, 9, Unit 7s, you learned the Rules of Inference, right? That's the top half of your inside cover of your book. Those are the rules which are only one-way rules, right? The relation between what's above the line on your inside cover and what's below the line, rules like modus ponens, modus tollens. That relation is a relation of logical implication, right? So they can only be applied to complete formulas, and they can only go from, when you're applying those rules, you can only go from top to the bottom. Unit 8, the replacement rules, bottom half of your inside cover. Those are rules where the relation between, there's a rule separated by two dots, relation between the left-hand side and the right-hand, the relation between the formula on the left-hand side and the formula on the right-hand side is always, for the replacement rules, a relation of logical implication, which is what justifies the two different uses in the rules, that you can not only go from an instance of the left-hand side to an instance of the right-hand side, you can also go from an instance of the right-hand side to an instance of the left-hand side, and you can replace subformulas. You can use those rules, the replacement rules, to replace subformulas. If you've got a subformula of one of your formulas in a proof, which is what is in the form of one of the sides, either of the sides, one of the sides of any replacement rule, you can replace that subformula, leaving the rest of the formula in place, with the equivalent other side of the replacement rules. So those are the rules we've done, Unit 7 and Unit 8. You all did pretty badly in your quiz 3. Those were very simple proofs, and many of you didn't know how to start, many of you didn't know how to do them properly. Please make sure you get a lot more practice before you do the exam, which will be coming up soon after this lecture. Okay, Unit 9, we learn two new rules, right? It's a special unit devoted to these two new rules which complete our system of rules for proofs for sentential logic. These are the two rules which involve making assumptions, which you haven't seen how to do yet. It's a new thing we're doing. Making assumptions and deriving things from assumptions. So these are the two rules. The two rules are conditional proof and indirect proof that require using subproofs within a proof. To make an assumption, you begin a subproof. I'll show you what that looks like. And you have to discharge that assumption within the proof to derive a conclusion. And these are the two rules involving that.